If you're not sure how much your Luxembourg bank product really costs, today we're going to look at a real example and we're going to see line by line what are the different fees. And this way you're going to have a better idea of how much it costs you, say if you invest 10,000 euros. In my experience, it's a lot more than what people think, so let's get started. So what I'm showing on screen is a real product distributed in Luxembourg. The main line to look at is the management fees and other administrative and operating costs. This fee is the most important because it's the fee that is charged every single year on your total amount invested. In this case, it's 1.3%. You're going to see that 1.3% is actually quite a lot, and we're going to put it on a calculator. But before, let me show you the other types of fees that are charged. We have entry fees. 2.5% is only charged once at entry. The exit fee, however, is not very standard. A lot of funds don't have this fee, but in that case, it's 1%. It's not too much. It really matters a lot more, the entry fees and exit fees, if you leave and exit early. Now, let's look at this 1.3% because this is the main fee to consider when you invest in a product like this. So here on this calculator, I'm going to assume that we invest 10,000 euros. We are going to invest like this for 20 years. Now we're going to add back the fees, and remember the fee is 1.3%. So now we can see that because of this fee, you're going to have a lower amount compounded. So instead of having compounded 38,000 euros, you will have only compounded 30,000 euros. And so the loss in between is 8,000 in fees that you have paid. And if you were to have invested, for example, 100,000 euros, now this 8,000 just becomes 83,000. If you decide to invest 30 years as opposed to 20 years, now that fee is going to compound to some incredible amount. And at this point, you might start wondering, why am I paying this 1.3% fee? The truth is you could get something much lower like an ETF that would typically charge 0.2% or even less fees. And now instead of having 200,000, you would just pay 41,000, and you see that the curves are pretty close. If you hear me talk a lot about fees on this channel, that's why. In my view, you are able to save a lot in fees by using ETFs instead of bank product, which is why I talk a lot about this. If you'd like me to run the numbers for your bank product, you can click on my profile and you can message me. I read all the messages and we can book a call together, and I'm going to run the numbers for your product so that you can know exactly how much it really costs you.